Once upon a time, in the bustling town of Whiskerville, there was a little gray cat named Mittens. Mittens was not an ordinary feline. He was curious and adventurous, always finding new places to explore. One day, Mittens heard the chatter of children walking down the street with their brightly colored backpacks and shiny shoes. They were heading to the one place Mittens had never explored before, the school. As the school bell rang, Mittens trotted curiously behind the children, slipping easily into the schoolyard through the wide-open gates. He watched as the children scampered inside the school building. Having made up his mind, Mittens decided he wanted to learn too. With a swift flick of his fluffy tail, he darted through the door just before it closed. Inside, everything was a whirl of activity. Mittens found himself in the hallway, lined with lockers and overflowing with the sounds of laughter and chatter. Excited and slightly nervous, he padded along until he reached the entrance to a classroom. The classroom was filled with the giggles and whispers of little students seated at their desks. Instinctively, Mittens hopped onto the windowsill, curling up next to a potted plant. His twitching ears listened attentively as Mrs. Hoot, the wise old owl who taught the class, started the day's lesson about the changing seasons. Mittens watched as Mrs. Hoot drew lovely pictures. Whenever the children had questions, Mrs. Hoot answered them with a gentle wisdom that made Mittens feel right at home. During recess, the children noticed Mittens perched comfortably by the window. Though surprised, they were delighted to have a furry friend in class. Tommy, a cheerful boy with freckles, offered Mittens a ball of yarn from the art supplies. Mittens pounced on it happily. As the day wore on, Mittens felt more and more like part of the class. The children adored him, and he adored learning with them. When the final bell rang, Mittens knew he would be coming back. From that day on, Mittens became the school's honorary student, attending Mrs. Hoot's class with enthusiasm and curiosity. He loved learning new things and cherished the friends he'd made. Just as the sun began to set over the town, Mittens padded home, his heart full of happiness and his mind brimming with all the stories he had to tell. Few would believe that a cat could become a student, but in Whiskerville, Mittens proved that anything was possible if you dared to dream.